Prince in the house, representing the Khalif. Bad boys, you know the Prince. Here for pure backup. Walk like a champion, talk like a champion. Put up your hands in the house.
Here's our for me, this guy, I love this guy. I sat with him one day in the Pocono Mountain Resort. He was about to fight Augie Sanchez. I had a day with him, and the man on the phone now, Prince Naseem Hamed, said to me, "You sound like me. I'm going to convert you to Islam today." Naseem, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you guys?
All right, Naz.
You all right, mate? How's everything going? You cool?
Yeah,
we're
very
all good,
mate,
thank
very
you,
good.
and we really do appreciate you taking time out to join us tonight. I know that you were with your children at their tennis club earlier. They're tennis players, not boxers, then, yeah?
Well, we've got a tennis player, we've got an actor, and we've got a fighter.
Wow.
So we've got a bit of a mixed bunch there, but all talent.
Naz, it's Richie. Why don't we see you more on the boxing scene, Naz? Have you fallen out of love with the sport, or do you still keep tabs on it?
Richie, I've known you a long time. You should know better than anybody. A fighter like me could never fall out of the sport, fall out of love with the sport, never.
I just expect you see you around the shows a lot more, but I don't. I miss you, man. Where are you?
Well, I miss you too, mate, but I'm going to be honest. I don't see too much on the scene or the circuit that really stirs my emotions today. So, I don't know.
Why, Naz? What is it particularly that doesn't... Do you think there aren't entertainers out there? Do you think they've got it all too much too soon? Tell us about what you think about that.
Well, I'm going to be honest, I'm not really trying to brag or anything, but I just took it to a standard that can't really be reached. I mean, I don't see that level of entertainment for somebody actually, you know what I'm talking about.
We do. You're a born entertainer, mate. You always were.
But it wasn't even just about the entertainment aspect. It was about, you know, the explosiveness, the ferociousness, the shots that you wanted to take guys out. I want to knock them out where they stand, you know?
I know, and you could do that, Naz, with either hand. You had a rare gift. How did you develop that talent? Was it through Brendan? I know Harold Graham also had a big influence on your early career. Tell us about it.
I don't know. I'm going to be honest. I always believed that I had a gift from God, and I always believed that I could use it to the best of my ability, and I did so. But Errol Bomber Graham was a huge influence as a kid because, you know, we all came out of the same gym and we was told to copy Errol Bomber Graham with his style, and we did so. But I just changed it a little bit for myself, and I studied Ali and Leonard and a whole other group of fighters, and I took out what I believe was good for me, and I left what was bad, and I don't know, I developed my own style, and it's a unique style, you know?
Yeah, it was a style where you hardly get hit, did you, Naz, at the end of the day? Did you work on that, or was that just a natural gift that you had? You seem to be able to avoid punches really well.
No, the whole thing was, you know, my trainer always taught me we had 5 senses: hearing, seeing, touch, taste, and smell. But he says you've got a 6th sense, and the 6th sense is anticipating what's going to happen next. And that was one thing that I was good at. You need to be able to read a fighter's body and read a fighter so well to know what he's going to do next, what he wants to do, what he's about to do. And then once you're in a position, after you know what he's going to throw, so in slow motion, you can look back on some of my fights and think, how the hell did Naz know that he was going to throw that shot? So Naz counteract him with that.
Was there a certain fight which is your favourite in your career?
Which is my favourite fight? I don't know. I had some great fights. I had some great nights, you know. I mean, I suppose the fight with the most satisfaction within the heart had to be, you know, getting on a plane, landing in New York, JFK, and then heading down to Times Square and seeing your face all over there, and then realizing you're fighting one of the best American featherweights that they've ever produced in Kevin Kelly.
Yeah.
So the satisfaction of getting put down after, I don't know, 3 times or whatever, and then just taking him out in round 4. I mean, that was one of the turning points of the career, I reckon, and that was a bit of a make or break fight for the career.
Naz, it's brilliant that you've joined us. Just leave us with a parting thought. Who does keep you up late at night still watching boxing, though? Is there anyone out there who you watch and go, yeah, I need to watch that because they are brilliant, like a Mayweather or a Pacquiao? Is there anyone out there?
No, there is a few out there, obviously. I love watching Floyd Mayweather. Sometimes it can get a little bit tedious in knowing that he's going to just do his thing and he's just going to outclass them and outshine them in every single way. And plus, I'd love it if he was a little bit more devastating in his punches. But the fact is, how do you beat a fighter that don't get hit? And Floyd hardly gets hit. And I like watching Floyd. I do like watching Manny. I don't know. I mean, he's a young kid, as you well know, who's fighting at the moment called Broner, and I like his confidence. I like guys with confidence but can also back it up and got the style. But you guys have got to look out for a fighter at the moment that I believe is going to be our next Mike Tyson. And I know that's a big statement, and he's only an amateur at the moment, and I've got my eyes on him. His name's Tony TNT Explosive, Tony Banj. He's from up Raysbury area. He has fought out of a club called Uxbridge, but I just think he's got some explosive ferociousness about him. And then you don't want to take no time. He just wants to take him out. I love to see. One of my favourite fighters of all time has to be Mike Tyson. I love Mike Tyson. If you were to say to me who's the best heavyweight that's ever lived, as much as I love Muhammad Ali, I would say Mike Tyson. Because Mike Tyson, at the age of 19, 20, I can't see anybody beating that guy. So I'm looking for guys like that coming up. I'm looking for pure entertainment, pure knockouts. The one reason why the viewing figures have been taken over by whether it's called K1 or UFC fighting is for one reason only. People want to see knockouts. People want to see that proper ferociousness where guys get knocked out cold.
And Naz, it's the best against the best very early in that one. You know, there's not, you're not holding out. The best fight the best within 2 or 3 fights. That's the difference as well, you know?
Yeah, to be honest, I don't know much about UFC, and if you ask me, do I like UFC? I'm going to be honest. I'm not into that. I don't like that. I don't like the rules of it. I like to see a sport like boxing. I love boxing. It's my favourite sport. It's within me. You know, I've done it for so many years. I know a hell of a lot about it. And what can I say? I can't compare it to UFC. I mean, the boxing has got such a craft, such an art form, and it's been there from centuries upon centuries, and people love it, from your kings and queens to your average people on the street.
Prince Naseem Hamed, you'll always be Prince Naseem Hamed. Thank you so much for giving us your time tonight. As always, you are a brilliant, clarifying, lucid guy on boxing, and we love to speak to you. Thank you, Naz.
All the best, Naz. See you soon.
More than welcome. Take care, Richie, and all your guys down at Talk Sport. Big up, yeah!
Brilliant. Naseem Hamed there, and I'll learn to say the word clarifying the next time, I think, before I attempt to say it. Richie, this guy, special, wasn't he? Very, very special.
Very rare skills, you see, because he did have a natural gift of avoiding punches, and he talked about Harold Bomber Gray there, and that's what Harold did, didn't he? He could avoid punches, because boxing, as I've said, is you hit your opponents and don't get hit yourself, and that's what someone like Prince Naseem could do. But what made him very special was he could knock you out with either hand, and believe you me, that is a gift. Okay, you see a lot of fighters who have a good right hand or a good left hand, but when you've got power in both hands, that's rare. And that's special.
Twist the same.